Okay. So this is week 7. We will have a very short discussion today, and I hope those who are coming late will be able to arrive before we finished. Um, so I have already uploaded the PowerPoint and a sample video. So what we're going to do first is that we're going to watch the video on YouTube. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's mute. So you were given examples, right? And what did you notice in the examples on the video? Hmm? What did you notice? So one of the examples is, for example, like a Hindu bride wears red, a Christian bride wears white. Um, in Japan, there's different meanings to what you wear. Um, I'm not sure in Korea if they wear white too. Well, the Christian brides in Korea they wear white, but the traditional Korean wedding is not white. It's red and gold. Red and gold. Okay. So why is that? Why was that the example given in the video? Hmm? So therefore, if I am going to have a business, let's just say for example in India, and I will be selling white gowns, white bridal gowns in India, do you think my white bridal gown business will do good? No. Why not? Yes, that's very good. They wear a different color. And the design is also different, right? Because most of them, let's just say a majority of the population in India are Hindu. So they, as what was explained, that since the majority of the population in India is Hindu, most of the Hindu brides they prefer the red color. Okay, so now this is also that means religion is also a factor in the choices and the behavior of customers or consumers when they buy things. Okay? Do you understand? So that means Religion. And religion is what? A religion is part of culture. Very good. So, therefore, which talks about our topic today, which is culture and the subculture. Culture and the subculture. So these are so before we already discussed a lot of reasons and talked about a lot of motivations on why people buy things, why people prefer these products over the other products. And now we are now tackling, okay, last week we talked about the power of social media influencers that makes you want to buy things, that makes you want to choose this product over another product because you were influenced by social media. Now we are talking about another reason why people buy these things and why people prefer these products. And the reason this week is culture and subcultures. Okay. Now, if you, Naoko is Japanese. Who is Japanese? Who else is Japanese? Only Naoko? Yuriko is not here yet, right? Okay. It will be interesting, okay, in America, when you buy golf ball. Who plays golf? No one plays golf? Do you play golf? Yes? Okay. Now, when you buy golf balls, you don't buy them one piece at a time. You buy them in pack, right? So in America, you will see a pack of golf balls. There's 4 golf balls inside the pack. Okay. Now, if you buy table tennis balls, you know, the ping pong balls, it's also in a pack of 6 or pack of 4. But in Japan, you will never find any product that is packed in 4. They packed it in 3, they packed it in 2, they packed it in 5, they packed it in 6. There's no pack of 4. And if you go to the buildings in Japan, they will have first floor, second floor, third floor, and then they have 5th floor. They missed 4th floor. Why? Naoko, do you want to explain? Yes. So the Japanese character of 4 is the same as the character of the word death. How do you write the character of 4? 4 is yon, right? Yon? Or shi? Shi. How do you write the character of shi? Can you show them? Yeah, the kanji of shi. And what is the kanji of death?
This is kanji.
That's the kanji. Oh, so how are they the same? In kanji or katakana or hiragana?
Hiragana.
Hiragana, okay. That's shi. And the hiragana of death is
This is hiragana. This
is kanji.
katakana.
Oh, that's 4, right? What about death? What's the character of death?
This one.
Okay.
And we call this one shi too.
You also call it shi.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So now you understand? So Japan has 3 alphabets. They have katakana, they have hiragana, and they have kanji. Sorry?
In Japan, they never use 4.
They never use 4.
What if your birthday 4?
They don't celebrate it. Yeah. On your 4th birthday, they don't celebrate it. On your 14th birthday, they don't celebrate it. On your 24th birthday, they don't celebrate. On your 40th birthday, they don't have a party. Because the Chinese character of 4 is the same as the Chinese character of death. And 4 in Japan is called shi, and the death in Japan is also called shi. So for them, the number 4 is kind of like bad luck. Okay, that's a superstition. Now, if you are going to sell your products in Japan, do not sell them in 4. Nobody will buy them. Even if how beautiful, how good your product is, nobody will buy them because culturally they are not good for many Japanese. Okay? So, now for this class, we are going to explore about the fascinating. It's fascinating, right? Like for us, what's wrong with 4? There's nothing wrong with 4. I mean, if I am going to buy something, I would like to buy it in 4 than in 3 or 2 because that means I'm getting more. But in Japan, they don't care about the price because if it's 4, it means death. No good. No good at all. Okay, so um, now we'll delve into how cultural norms, values, and even superstitious belief shape the consumer preferences, okay? Their choices, their purchasing habits. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for marketers. It's crucial for marketers, okay? Now, in the Philippines, I'm going to show you, I'm going to exit this presentation for a while. And then I'm going to show you something that you may have not seen, okay? You know, hang on, Head and Shoulders, right? Correct? It's a shampoo, an anti-dandruff shampoo. And you always see them in bottles, correct? Did you see them in small packs? Like a small sachet? Like this one. Have you ever seen Head and Shoulders? Can you buy Head and Shoulders in this pack? Here in the United States. What about in where you're from? Kazakhstan? Kazakhstan, right? So were you able to find them in Kazakhstan? Yes. Or something like that, like small packets. They are not travel size. But they're good for traveling. You know, they're good for traveling because they're very small packets. I know, yes. They have a travel size bottle, but not this packet. I don't know why this is very expensive. 29.97? I don't think so. Sorry? Oh, pack of 100. Okay. 29.97 for a pack of 100. That means it's hi, Professor Quinn, come in. Give me a second. Yes. Oh, you will be using that room. That's the other room, the one that's open. Yes. We transferred everything to that room. Yes. Yes. Okay. Now, if you go to third world countries, or I would say developing countries like my country, the Philippines, um, maybe if you go to Myanmar, if you go to, I don't see this in Thailand, but in Laos, yes, I saw this in Laos. Because in these countries, people are very poor. So if you sell them in bottles, they are very expensive for them. Okay? So how can Head and Shoulders sell their shampoo to the poor people in these poor countries? Huh? Pack them in small packets and sell them very cheap. So in the Philippines, something like this is like 25 cents because $1 is 50 pesos. So 20. Tama ba ako? 25 cents or even 10 cents? 10 because 25 cents is 12.50 pesos. So it's like 10 cents, right? Yes. So with 10 cents, you can buy this. So that means you can use this. Maybe for one day, if you have a long hair. If you have a hair as short as mine, maybe you can save the other half for tomorrow. And then you buy again because it's more practical, it's more convenient. Okay? A lot of people in these countries, they are being paid per day. If they don't work for that day, they do not get paid. Since they are earning and making money daily, so they prefer to buy things daily. But because they're earning probably about $2 a day or $3 a day, yes, $2 or $3 a day income, you will survive in the Philippines. But that's not a comfortable life, okay? It's like a life of surviving. So that's why products like Head and Shoulder, they have to adjust their way of selling to the subculture, which is daily income. Number two, smaller income for poor people in the poor countries. And that is and that's our lesson for today, okay? Okay. Oopsies. Okay, let's proceed. Now, defining culture and subculture, okay? What is the difference between culture and subculture? Well, culture is the shared set of values, beliefs, attitudes, and practices that characterize a group of people. Okay, it provides a framework for understanding the world and guides behavior within the group. In everything from food to social interactions. Now, subculture, it is a distinct group within a larger culture. Let's just say, for example, in the Philippines, okay? The Filipinos, we love to eat sweet. And it's understandable because we are in a tropical country. It's very hot. We easily sweat. So we easily release and burn our sugar. So we love to eat sweets. Okay? Now, there is a subculture, like a little group of Filipinos who likes to eat spicy. Okay? And that is only the Filipinos in the Northeast. Are you from there? No. So you don't like spicy too, right? You're okay with spicy food? No. I'm from the South, so I really hate spicy food. But all Filipinos, we like sweet food. But that subculture in the Northeast, they like really spicy food. All of their food is spicy. Whatever they cook, there's always spice. And probably because in that region, in that area in the Philippines, they have really diverse and abundant spices. Okay? Because, Philippines it's like a broken country. I mean, literally speaking, we are a broken country. We are made of 7,000 islands. And every island has a different weather condition. Every island has a different soil quality. So every island has different kinds of animals and different kinds of plants that grow and different kinds of crops. So in that region, The main crops, the main plants that grow there are what, what do you call them? The jalapenos, but a different kind of jalapenos. Peppers. They have lots and lots of peppers. They have diverse, different kinds of peppers. From peppers that are not so spicy to peppers that can burn your tongue. Yes. In the south, we haven't got. I think we only have one kind of peppers that grow. Okay, but we have different kinds of spinach. So most of our foods in the south also have different kinds. So that creates the subculture. Okay, subculture can be created through the environment that you live in, plus um, the resources that are available to you, and even your financial or economic standing can create a subculture. Okay? Do you notice? Do you okay, let's just count on this. If you are a rapper, okay, and most of your songs are like vulgar songs. You know what vulgar songs are like? The lyrics are bad. You know, like there are so many rappers who have these kinds of lyrics on their songs. Do you understand? Like there's a lot of F words in their lyrics, right? Now, if you are going to sell your songs to the people in Beverly Hills, do you think your songs will sell? No. Yes, they will sell, but not too much. Because only very few can appreciate your songs. But again, they are Americans. They understand your song. It's in English. They know that rap is a common music. It's a popular kind of music. But the people in Beverly Hills, they created a subculture. Okay? They created a subculture of what? That they like what kind of music? Classic, opera, those things that would calm calm the nerves, like Zen and Zen music, right? So those kind of music will impress people in Beverly Hills. In the same way, if you go to Compton, you know where Compton is? Yes. If you go to Compton and you want to sell your opera music, only maybe one or two people will buy it. But if you're going to sell your rap, hip hop music in Compton, of course, people would love it. They also created a subculture in that area. Okay? Now, consumer behavior encompasses both culture and subculture because it means that your preference to buy products, your preference to choose this thing over another product or this brand over another brand is highly influenced by the culture that you were raised and by the subculture that you are part of. Right? Correct? Now, let's proceed. What are the characteristics of subculture? Number one, you have shared values. So, subculture have core values distinct from the broader culture. So, for example, environmental sustainability may be a key value in eco-conscious subculture. Correct? Now, some of us likes, I know all of us, we want to save the environment. But some people are very conscious about it, that they buy environmental friendly products. Products that are organic, that can easily uh, that can easily decompose. Products that do not need chemical waste process to decompose. Okay. Then again, there's also unique language and symbols. I'm sorry. So subculture often develop their own jargons. Jargons means these are like words that only these people can understand. Have you heard of the word "ait"? 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 Do you know what it means? "Ait"? Who knows what it means? She knows. So Cassandra, right? Alexandra. So you know the subculture because you understand the word "ait." Who else knows the meaning of the word "ait"? You heard of the word "ait"? You like listening to rap, so you know what it means, right? So at first, I really thought, what does "ait" mean? "Ait, ait." I always hear it, and then I realized it's all right. Okay. For many people, we understand it. We understand all right, but there's like a group of people who just says "I." Okay. So subculture creates languages, distinctive styles, of course. Sorry. Um, there's like a broad style that men wear pants, ladies wear skirts, but now there's like a subculture of men who likes to wear loose pants or skirts. Have you seen them? They're not they're not gays, they're not transgenders. They're heterosexual men. They just like to wear skirts. I don't know for fashion or maybe it's they created their own subculture. Sorry, let me just take this tea. Okay. And because of these common things that they share, they create a sense of community. I'm going to show you another video. Now, this is now a common thing in the Philippines. I forgot what they are called, but they call their group like gang gang. So, oh no, no, not that one. This video is in Filipino, but I just want you to look at um, the subculture that these young people have developed.
Sino bang hindi mapakalingon kapag nakita sila? Grupo-grupo kung rumampa. Tila sinakop na nila ang mga mall, parks, pati na kalsada. Habang ipiniflex ang kanilang mga OOTD o Outfit of the Day. Ang kanilang mga pantalon, baggy, at damit, oversized. At ang accessories, slay. May mga impressed.
Nakakaganda ng paningin. Pasawa ko noon. Ganyan ang damit niya nung boyfriend ko pa siya.
Meron din namang mga hindi natutuwa.
Hindi magandang ehemplo sa mga kabataan na sumuot sila ng mga ganyan. Lalong-lalo na mga lalaki.
Okay, so this is a group of like young people in the Philippines now that they want to challenge the fashion norms. And because, I don't know, like these people might be your age group or maybe younger than you, but they now challenge the fashion norms and they started to wear skirts. And some men actually Like, for example, this Filipino celebrity, um, hang on. So he started this fad of like his clothes are like half. I mean, what do you call that one? Like that one. Like this one. How do you call it? Oh, crop top. Okay, crop top. That's the word. Crop top. So, you know what crop top means? So, in the shirt is like cropped. It's a top, but it's cropped shorter. So you will see the belly button. So it's commonly used by women. Okay, I think in the 90s and early 2000s. That's like the fashion of women in the 90s, late 90s and early 2000s. But now, a certain group of men in the Philippines started this kind of um, fashion. So now the crop top is back into the market, okay? But this time, the crop top designs are not feminine, okay? They're not feminine that is fit, or the colors are pink and red, but the colors are now black, navy blue, and they're like a little bit loose. Some of them have collars because the people who buys crop tops are no longer women. It's already the men. And even the skirts. So we know we have a market for skirts from ladies, but now the market for skirts have evolved. And a lot of men in the Philippines are also buying skirts. They want to wear skirts for fashion sense. I don't know. So they have created a subculture. Okay. Oh. So examples of subculture, yes, I already gave you the example, lifestyle subculture. So these are the people, the young Filipinos that I showed you who are wearing skirts, men wearing skirts, um, men wearing crop topped, even people who are doing, what do you call them? Like cosplay. You know cosplay, right? You know cosplay. People who dress up in costumes of their favorite animation characters. Have you been to a Comic Con? Anyone who has attended? The biggest Comic Con or comic conference is here in LA. Has anyone been there? Has anyone attended a Comic Con? Hmm? For work? No, no, it's a like a big meetup of all comic fans, of all fans of Marvel and um, fans of animations, and people are dressing up to their favorite um, animation character. You've not seen that before? Well, so that's how it has created subculture, the lifestyle. Now, the influence of subculture on consumer behaviors. Number one, product adoption. Okay, and we already explained this. Poor people who cannot afford expensive products. Okay, you are losing the market if you will not recreate, re repackage your product and make it affordable to them. Correct? So what happened? To be able to do that, you have to make it affordable to them. You have to find ways to make it affordable to them and so that you can reach the market. And This is the product adoption. Okay. An example of this is apart from the small sachet of shampoo that I showed you earlier, have you noticed that when you go to Rodeo Drive and you go to a store called Gucci, what's the cheapest product you can find in a Gucci store? In Rodeo Drive. That would be like a handkerchief, which is like $699. Okay? Now, if you drive 2 hours from LA and you go to Cabazon, you know where Cabazon is? It's like all the way to Beaumont. All the, before you reach Indio, before you reach Coachella, you will see a very big outlet store, outlet mall in Cabazon. You will also see Gucci. And some bags are only for like $300, $450. Are they real Gucci? Yes, they are real Gucci. But why are they cheaper? Hmm? Hmm? Because they are in the outlet? So that's the big question. Why are the outlet products of the same luxury brand cheaper? And when you buy them in Beverly Center or in Rodeo Drive, those luxury brands are very expensive. Yes? Huh? But you will never find Hermes in an outlet. You will never find Chanel in an outlet. What else can you not find in outlets? Hermes, Chanel, um, Louis Vuitton, right? There's no. Are there? Is there an outlet? No, no outlet for Louis Vuitton. There is. Oh, there is. Okay. So what makes it different? Hmm. Yes, they're cheaper because. Because they don't sell a lot. The cheaper ones they sell a lot. Ah, okay. Okay, let me tell you. Now, for example, if I am Michael Kors, of course, you know Michael Kors, right? Now, Michael Kors, they want to be a luxury product too. I mean, they are a luxury brand. If you go to the Grove, Michael Kors has a big store at the Grove. And if you enter in that store, all the Michael Kors products in that store are expensive. Okay? So Michael Kors, like all other brands, they make designs, okay, for their luxury client. And they don't care if they sell a lot or not. Because even if you can only sell, like for example, if you go to Hermes, if you can only sell one bag for the day, that's enough. The Hermes store can close for 1 week. They don't care. Because you know how much is one bag from Hermes, right? Especially the white, the albino crocodile skin. Do you know how much that bag is? The albino crocodile skin Hermes bag will cost you $75,000. So if they can sell one bag, Hermes can close for 1 week. They can already pay the salary of their staff. They can already pay the electricity. They can already pay the rent. Because that's how luxurious they brand their products. That people will have to buy it even if the price is extremely crazy. Okay. But the other luxury products, they also realize that if we are only going to sell to this subculture of very, very, very rich people, then we are only tapping what percent of the market? Okay, in LA, what is the percentage of the super rich? 1%? I would say 3%. The super rich are in LA. Either they're in LA or they're in New York. Okay? So, I'd say 3% of the super rich, but you're only tapping 3%. Now, how many are competing for the 3%? How many of you are competing for the 3% consumers? Let's start. There's Lanvin, there's Hermes, there's Gucci, there's Prada, there's Louis Vuitton, Michael Kors, Christian Dior, Goyard, huh? Fendi, what else? Goyard, Fendi, there's Carolina Herrera. What are the other brands of bags that are very expensive? What else? Did I miss something? Um, did I miss anything? I know I missed something. There's still Yves Saint Laurent. Okay? So there's like 12 to 15 brands, luxury brands. And you're all competing for the 3%. Right? Is that a good marketing strategy? Now, what's the percentage of the middle class in LA? Hmm? 50%? This is like upper middle class and lower middle class, like all middle class. Hmm? I'd say 80. 80% are the middle class. Now, who are competing for the 80%? Middle class. Hmm? You have Kate Spade, Coach, Michael Kors. Yes. To me. Who else? Marc Jacobs. Hmm? What are the other brands? To me, Marc Jacobs. What else? Kate Spade. Hmm. Coach is finished. What else? Huh? Celine, Nine West. Oh, Celine is luxury. Okay. Nine West. Okay, let's say Nine West. Guess. Steve Madden. Okay. So there's only like 10 brands that are competing for the middle class market, right? But the middle class market is 80%. And there's like 15 or 16 luxury brands competing for the 3%. Of course, 80% of the people, they still want to buy luxury. It's just that they cannot afford it. I'm in the middle class. I want to buy an Hermes. Am I in the middle class or no? I'm in the poor. I'm in the lower class. So I'm in the lower class. I'm in the lower class. I still want to buy a Hermes, right? So this is what happened. A lot of the upper class, the 3%, they started selling their old bags, right? Cheaper because they want the new ones. Now, the middle class, the upper middle class who can afford the second hand or what we call the pre-loved bags, they buy it. So now the luxury brands realize, oh no. So these 80%, they also want to buy luxury products. It's just that they cannot afford. And now we are missing the 80% market. And because we are missing the 80% market, Coach, Kate Spade, Steve Madden, they became very, very, very rich because they got the 80% market. So why don't we create still our brand, but we will create for the middle class market? Okay. So why is it cheaper? Number one, it's for the middle class market. That means the design is very common. Okay, it's something that that's not if you will compare the designs of the bags in the actual store in Michael Kors versus the designs of the bags of the Michael Kors in the outlet store, you will notice the difference. That the design of the Michael Kors in the outlets are very basic. Okay, very simple. Something that looks like Coach. But the designs of the Michael Kors for the luxury customers, the designs are more unique, more interesting. Okay. Number two, the quality of the leather. You will notice that if a Michael Kors is bought from a luxury store, it's heavier. From a Michael Kors that is bought from the outlet. I am not saying that you're buying a fake Michael Kors. You're buying a real Michael Kors. But of course, since you bought it in the outlet, the quality of leather is different from the quality of leather that was made for the luxury market. The design is more simple, more common than the designs that are in the luxury market. Okay? And Michael Kors has to do that. Why? Because of the subculture. There is a big common culture that everybody wants to buy brands, branded products. There's a big culture that everybody wants to buy Michael Kors. But there is a subculture of only those who can afford and those who cannot. And because there is this subculture, okay, we need, Michael Kors needs to tap that market. Otherwise, if Michael Kors will not tap that market, it will be a waste. You understand? Okay. That is why, if you notice, if you buy your iPhone in Asia, it easily breaks compared to when you buy your iPhone here in America. And you'd be wondering, why do the Filipinos, why do the Chinese, why do Malaysians, when they come to America, they want to buy an iPhone? Are there not iPhones for sale in Asia? Yes, there are iPhones for sale in Asia. They're not fake iPhones, they're real iPhones. They have the serial numbers. But probably, if you notice, oh, the iPhones in Asia are cheaper. And they will give you an explanation because they are made in China. The labor is cheaper. I don't think so. Some raw materials might be different. You know what I mean? In your class in international logistics, what is it? Do you think it's business wise to get the raw materials from America, ship it to China, and then the Chinese will make it so that you can sell it in Asia? No, right? So if it's produced in Asia, you might as well find raw materials that are of similar quality, if not the same, at least similar quality, to do it there. Correct? Just like when you're cooking. If you want to cook traditional Korean food, you don't call your mom in Korea and said, Mom, I need gochujang, I need samjang, and send it here so that I can make this Korean food. No, right? You go to the Korean store. Even if it's not the samjang that you really like, or the brand of the gochujang that you really like, but that will make the dish. In the same way, the products that are made in Asia are the raw materials are also resourced in the area, in the region. It may not be of the same 100% quality, but at least similar. But of course, like part of logistics and production, how can I sell a $2,000 phone to an Asian market if half of the Asian countries are developing countries? So if you go to the Philippines, the iPhones are cheaper. So probably iPhones, are we on iPhone 15 or iPhone 16? 16? It's now 16? Really? Oh my God. Okay. So the iPhone 16 here will cost you about how much? Huh? 1500? That's the lowest quality, 1500. So like the basic iPhone 16. So iPhone 16 is 1500 times, what's the exchange rate in the Philippines? 50, 54? Okay. How much? So that's 81,000 pesos. 81,000 Philippine pesos. But how much is an iPhone 16 in the Philippines? Let's see. Let's look at the internet. iPhone 16 for sale, brand new. iPhone 16 for sale in the Philippines. See? It starts at 53,990. Okay. Divide 53,990 by 54. How much is it? Hmm? 54, yeah, 54. Sorry? 909? 999.81. Yes.
I have iPhone 16, but I bought it as $800.
$800?
Yeah, this was 800.
That's $800? Oh, 1500 is Pro Max. Okay. So your iPhone 16 is $800. Okay. Oh, okay. A little bit more expensive then. Yeah, but your $800, that's plus tax, right? No tax?
I bought it from T-Mobile, so yeah, so I don't remember how much was it.
882. Oh, so the Philippines is still more expensive? Okay. This one, let's see this one. Yeah, iPhone 16 is 999. This is from the Power Mac Center. Okay. So maybe it's more expensive. Maybe I am wrong. Okay. Let's continue. Um, Another influence of subculture is brand loyalty. Of course, people will take their loyalty to the brand that they can relate the most um, towards their subculture. Okay, for example, if this brand is affordable, then they become loyal to it. If this brand is what they actually need, they become loyal to it. And then, of course, the word of mouth market. This is very, very important. Word of mouth marketing, because it makes your product very believable. If I will say, "Oh, I really like to use this pen because this is very, very good," now you will believe me, you will buy it. And then you will start telling your friends, "I like this pen. Even my professor uses this pen." So you start buying it. So the word of mouth marketing is also a very powerful and influential factor in marketing, or in making people buy, or in motivating people to buy, okay? Now, cultural values and consumer decision making, okay? Now, this is the interesting part, because you have individualism versus collectivism. Okay. Now, cultures emphasizing individualism prioritize personal achievement, while collectivist cultures value group harmony and consensus. These affect product preferences and advertising appeals. So there are cultures that are collectivist, An example is the Philippines. And when it comes to individualism, I would say Japan. Another example of a collectivist culture is the United States of America. Do you know what do you mean by collectivist culture? Like if that is a popular thing, everybody wants it. That's the collectivist culture. Like if that is being used by many, then a lot of people will say it is good. The product is good, we will use the product because a lot of people are using it. Everybody follows the trend. Everyone follows the fad. But on an individualist culture like Japan, many Japanese they don't like to have or to be in common with others. They like to look different. They like people to appreciate their individual style or individual um, ideas. No? Really? Are you a collectivist person? You want to always be with the style? Yeah, but many Japanese, that's why Tokyo is the only city in Asia that is considered a fashion capital. Because people want to be different. They want to start something new. They don't want to follow that trend, they want to start the trend. So, individualism and collectivism culture can also affect the decisions of buyers when they buy something or when they prefer a product or a brand. So, for example, here in America, if Kim Kardashian promotes this product and says this is really, really good, everybody wants to have it. Everybody wants to follow her. Everybody wants to be in a trend. Okay? And it's very common in the Philippines, in Vietnam. I'm not so sure in Korea. I think the Koreans are more of individualists, right? You're not individualist? You want to follow like what's the trend? Okay. Then there's also a culture of masculinity versus femininity, of course. You know, masculine cultures value assertiveness and competition, while feminine culture values cooperation and caring. Now, these cultural dimensions influence marketing messages and product design. That's why if you go to Thailand, products that mostly appeal to women, they have a very interesting emotional advertisements. And products that mostly appeal to men, they are quite funny and aggressive. We will check on that one. And then there is power distance. So cultures with high power distance accept hierarchical structures, while those with low power distance value equality. Okay? This affects communication styles and brand perceptions. So there's also a lot of cultures that they want to be classified into a class or into a subgroup, okay? And that's why they prefer these brands. So, for example, um, again, I will go back to the Philippines has a very interesting culture. Philippines and India, okay? Philippines and India before democratization, we were divided into subclasses. And I think Korea too, right? Bef- in the ancient times, in the Joseon period, Korea was divided into subclasses. Like there's a working class, there's the slave class, there's the rich people class, and there's the government people class, and there's the royalty. Correct? So the same thing in the Philippines, we have subclasses. The same thing in India, there is subclasses. Now these subclasses are already gone. It's no longer being practiced. No one will tell you, oh, you come from the rich class, oh, you come from the middle class, or you come from the working class, or you come from the low class. Nobody will tell you that. But it is very evident. You will still notice it in the way people buy products, in the way people prefer brands. Okay? So, for example, in India, a lot of people, they want to buy, they want it to be seen that they are using branded products. Why? Not because they need it, but because they are part of the power place. In India, if you're walking with a Louis Vuitton, people will respect you. People will open the doors for you. People are nice to you. Why? Because they will think that what? You are rich. Correct? The same way in the Philippines. When you dress nicely, when you dress with brands, if you go to the shopping malls, if you go to the restaurants, if you go anywhere else, people will be more polite. People will be more respectful. People will be nice to you because you are wearing brands. So there's no I mean, the practice of discrimination is very subtle. They don't openly say it that I don't like you or we do not want you, but the way they show their kindness or the way they treat you can be seen in the products that you carry. So a lot of people in the Philippines and India, they want to wear branded. They prefer branded products because there is that feeling of belonging to a power class. So like a power play. Sorry? Yeah. Now in America, it's not like that, right? They don't care if you wear branded clothes. They don't care if you're carrying a branded bag. If they're nice to you, they're nice to you. If they don't like you, they don't like you. So the American consumers have a low power distance when it comes to this category. And because they have low power distance, they focus more on equality. Right? And if you notice, Americans really like to boycott or to ban a product that is not promoting equality. See? When they found out that Nike, the brand Nike, when they found out that a lot of Nike products are made by children in Cambodia, they boycotted Nike, and they even campaigned to boycott, stop buying Nike because of this kind of business setup. So because America has a low power distance, they're focused more on the choices and their preference when it comes to buying is more on equality and good business practices. But in countries where there is high power distance, they don't care about your good business practice. What they care is that they carry your brand, they look good, and they get classified to a higher class, a more powerful class. Okay. This one, I would like you to read about it. It's already 7:30, so I will have to dismiss this class now. But before you go, I will have to check your attendance. And again, this week I will be posting a test. Okay. Now everybody has to take the test. Everybody. So whether you're present or not, you will have to take the quiz. Okay. But if you are present today, you will only answer questions 1 and 2 of the quiz. Do not answer 3, 4, and 5. Understood? Yes. The first and the second question only. I will post it on Saturday. Okay? Well, if you want to do 3, 4, and 5, it's up to you, but you don't need to do it because I'm already giving you points for being present today. So that will make your grades higher. It will, if you will do 3, 4, and 5, it might exceed the perfect score. I don't know. Sorry? Yeah, just don't answer them. Yes. Just don't answer them. Kyungsu, you happy? You're always happy, right? When you're exempted from the test. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much. Let me just check your attendance. Hang on. Hang on. Let me just turn this on.